Field of 6 mares lining up behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate for tonight's 9th race. Let's go back upstairs to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Lock her up. Southwind Ion, Fluentosity, Michelle Z. Tam, That's Me a Bad, Pacific Delight. Top of the stretch. Approaching a start. Rough and pacing, Southwind Ion leaving out. Lock her up along the rail. Third to the turn, Michelle Zetam. Then fourth is Fluentosity. That's Me a Bad. Fifth down the trailer is Pacific Delight. At the 8th pole and coming from the outside, Southwind Ion in line to Adam Murner takes over the lead. Lock her up goes second, back into third. That is Michelle Z. Tam. Fluentosity has fourth. Then That's Me a Bad in fifth. Trailing the field sixth is Pacific Delight. On by that opening station, led by Southwind Ion for Adam Murner, 28 and 4 of the quarter. Tracking along second is Lock Her Up. Michelle Z. Tam has third. That's Fluentosity fourth. That's Me a Bad in fifth. And Pacific Delight to the outside the trailer. Down the stretch for time one, approaching the half mile, led by Southwind Ion. She's halfway home. Second is Lock Her Up. Third, Michelle Z. Tam. Underway fourth on the outside, Pacific Delight. That's Me a Bad went to the outside for fifth. And now the trailer sixth. Fluentosity, 59 and 3 was the half mile. We're down to 3/8 left to go. Southwind Ion the leader. From the outside, Pacific Delight is now second. In at the rail, third is Lock Her Up. Michelle Z. Tam fourth. On the outside, fifth, That's Me a Bad. Trailing the field, Fluentosity at 3/4. And it's Southwind Ion along the rail, the leader. Pacific Delight is the challenger. Lock Her Up has third. That's Me a Bad fourth. 3/4 up in 1. 28 and 4. They turn for home. Led by Southwind Ion. On the outside, Pacific Delight. Off stride went Lock Her Up. Through the stretch they come now. Southwind Ion way wide. That's Me a Bad. Pacific Delight in the center gets there from McPherson. That's Me a Bad was second. 3 of them across the track in a show photo. The mile 1:57 and 2.
Here comes a slow-mo replay for tonight's 9th race, brought to you by Universal Media. And we did see Southwind Ion go to the front tonight, 28 and 4 to the quarter. The half up in 59 and 3. 3/4, 128 and 4. And coming on to get the lead here in deep stretch. As you'll see now on your screen, we have the slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media. And that's Pacific Delight in the middle. Southwind Ion down along the rail here. Coming through the stretch, you're going to see Pacific Delight get up to win this. That's Me a Bad will come on the outside here for second, and it is close for third. And we earned an inquiry here in race number 9.
I have a late inquiry going on here in the 9th race. Racing officials are going to look at the break on the 1 entry, Lock Her Up. Judges' inquiry in the 6th, looking at the break on the 1 horse, Lock Her Up. Here comes Pacific Delight into the ninth race winner's circle by pacing where 4. The Better's Delight from the Pacific Fella Dam Pacific Filly, home by Jimmy Gorman, Eldred Nicholson, Bobby Joe Matheson, and Quentin Bevan. Trained by Ronnie Matheson, driven to victory by Corey McPherson. The mile 157 and 2, Pacific Delight in the ninth.